Hi, my name is Lakshay Sharma, and I have cleared my NPTE and PCE, and now I'm a physical therapist in US and Canada. I completed my bachelor's in India from Delhi University back in 2015, and I worked there in India as a physical therapist for about 6 to 8 months before I decided to move to US to actually pursue my master's in exercise science, because I wanted to continue my journey as a physical therapist in US. So I moved to US in 2016, got my master's in 2018, and that's when I first decided to take my first attempt at NPTE, which was unfortunately unsuccessful. Because, well, the reason being I was slightly bit overconfident about my knowledge and that I will clear it. So I did not give enough time to preparation. And of course, being NPTE being the rigorous exam that it is, I did not clear it. So after that, I started working as an exercise physiologist because I could, based on my my degree. And I worked as an exercise physiologist for about 6 to 8 years. And fortunately, a opportunity arose, which I was able to, take advantage of middle of last year in 2024, and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give my full dedication this time. I'm gonna prepare 100%. I'm not gonna skip steps. I'm not gonna, hop, skip, and jump and just get the exam done. So I got my exam done, got the preparation started back in August of 2024. And I took my second attempt for US NPTE in 2025, January, which I cleared. Thank you. And my PCE exam in February of 2025, which again I cleared yesterday in my first attempt. Back in 2018, after I failed my first attempt, well, sad, but I did not let it, get me down per se. So even though I was working as an exercise physiologist for these past, 6 to 8 years, with full-time work, it becomes difficult to prepare. The thought of reappearing for the exam was a scary one, but you have to get yourself back up again, get back on the horse, ride it into the sunset to have the best time. So that's when I reached back to StudyBuddy again in mid 2024, which was around August 2024, because at that point I really wanted to get back on the horse and start preparing for the NPTE exam for January, in full force. As far as preparation was concerned, I want to say StudyBuddy has been a real blessing, real blessing, because of all the facilities, all the services that they are providing in the package that they provide. Few things I really liked about it was live lectures, which were recorded, so I was able to rewatch them again after I finished the live lectures or attended the live lectures. And of course, they provided PowerPoint presentations, PPTs, along with those live lectures, which I had access to all throughout my journey for becoming a physical therapist. The other few things that I really, really liked about StudyBuddy that they provided was the quizzes on the portal, the topic-wise quizzes like shoulders, leg anatomy, gait, PNI, peripheral nerve injuries, all those topics, all these separate topics, they provide quizzes on their portal, which were really helpful in understanding how the questions are being asked in the exam, how where I am lacking in that particular topic. So after watching the lectures, after rewatching the lectures, after making my own notes, handwritten notes, I would say, um, I would take those quizzes and kind of gauge where I stand with that topic. And if I'm scoring low on those quizzes, I would go back and rewatch the lectures, reread my notes, redo my notes. So all those things really help kind of build the confidence in, achieving the goal that was NPT until January 2025. So in addition to all of these, I was able to get in touch with the mentors or the lecturers, if you will, Ankit, Mayank, Pooja, Purvi, Ankita, all of them, through WhatsApp, because there is a common WhatsApp group that I was able to interact with other students who were in the same boat as I was in. And of course, if I had any doubt, I was able to get it cleared through the mutual discussion or just directly contacting my these lecturers or mentors, whatever you want to say, tell them, whatever you want to say. Um, but of course, nothing would be possible without the support of the family that I have here with me, my study partners, Pragati and Gio. Shout out to them. They really helped with achieving. We really kind of gelled together. We studied together. We discussed questions, discussed different topics, if different doubts, all throughout up until the last day of the exam, right before the exam. So that was really something. And of course, when you're in these classes, that's when you're going to be able to have this support system with you. In addition to my NPTE preparation, I also got done with my PCE preparation, which is the physiotherapy or physical therapy competency exam for Canadian license, so that I could become or work as a physical therapist in Canada as well. Now you'll ask why two countries? Because, well, one of the reasons was, I do have my Canadian PR, which was already set up and everything. So eventually, if I ever decide to move to Canada, you know, continuing my journey, continuing my journey as a physical therapist would be in Canada would be great. And of course, the other option that I chose, why Canada, was because the place that I live, Buffalo, New York, is very close to Canada, or the border of these two countries, U.S. and Canada. So I'm maybe I will be able to travel between both, work in Canada or work in US, live in Canada, and enjoy both countries, and the facilities that they provide. And StudyBuddy actually helped with both. There was a ethics masterclass, 3-day ethics masterclass that I was able to attend. Of course, it was a sort of a add-on package to my already NPTE package. So I was able to attend live lectures by Ankit on ethics, which is a big portion of PCE, and they really, really grill you on that. But Ankit's live lectures and the PowerPoint presentations, the recordings of the lectures, it was fabulous. I was able to get done everything. I did not have to go on any other websites or go through books or find something on the internet here or there. Everything was covered in those lectures, and that's how I was able to crack PCE in my first attempt. There were some challenges along the journey. I would say the biggest one was just sitting at my study desk for 8 to 10 hours a day, every day. That was the biggest challenge. I mean, I am not a person who would sit in one place for more than a couple of hours. I cannot do that. Uh, I am very excitable that way, I guess you can say. But this was something that was very challenging when I first got back into it. Of course, every day I was working, so I was on the move. I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning, go to work, come back. The life was happening around me. But to go from that to immediately to just nothing and just staring at my screen for next 8 to 10 hours of the day, that was something uh, I could not fathom the thought of it. But it was challenging. Again, like I said before, you have to get back on the horse. You have to start preparing, start getting serious about it. And the one thing that really helped me was, looking at other or interacting with other people in the group, how they were preparing, how they were planning, how they were, scheduling their kind of study time and breaks during the day. So, and of course, talking to mentors, Ankit, Mayank, Pooja, one of the biggest support that she has provided during her classes was talk about all these kind of stuff, like, how to get back on the horse, how to help yourself just being patient about studying, about getting back on the track, basically. So I started small, couple of hours a day. Eventually got it to 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Eventually, one sitting without any breaks. And then, of course, after I got into the groove of it, I was treating it as sort of my full-time job, which was about 8 to 10 hours of studying directly with like half hour or 1 hour of break in the middle of it. um, and then rest of the time I was just kind of relaxing, doing my thing, living life with my partner, taking care of things around. So that was the biggest challenge I think that I faced, was sitting for 8 to 10 hours at a stretch and studying and repeating things, all of that. Other few were, you when you start preparing, you start getting serious, you have to let go of your I want to say you have to let go of your friends for a while. The relationships, the friends, the partying, the weekend fun, the outings, getting together with friends, families, whatever you want to call it. You have to let go of that. You have to be um, initially it was very much on track with it. Like I was over the weekends, I would call them, I would talk to them, I would go meet them, I would spend time with my partner. But as the exam got closer, everything stopped. Everything was just studying and preparing for the exam. Exam was the only goal at that time, and fortunately, everything paid off. And I'm pretty sure that they will understand this now that they're seeing this, that I've cleared my NPTE and passed my physical therapy license exam. So they'll understand everything's going to be smooth. I'm back on having fun with them over the weekend. So that helps.